Sorry, Michelle, I gotta entertain some of the corporate folks at a dinner event again. Of course that means you don't gotta make me dinner tonight, so you can just go to sleep without me.
Hey, Zach! Did you forget what day it was? Today's when we were planning to go out to celebrate Cynthia passing her exams with flying colors. We were all supposed to go out to a nice restaurant to eat together. What's going to happen with that now?
Huh? What? Was that today?
Yes, it is! Cynthia worked her butt off day and night studying, and all her hard work paid off. She got into the magnet university she was absolutely dying to get into. Don't you realize what a big deal that is? Because that's the whole reason we decided we'd take her out to her favorite restaurant.
Whoopsies, I completely forgot. It totally slipped my mind, so I had no idea. Oh well.
Don't oh well me. Cancel your plans with your company and come back home right now. Cynthia's been waiting patiently for you to return home. She seems really excited.
What the hell are you saying? Who in their right mind would turn down their bosses and clients? There is no way I can do that. Work comes before all else, including family. And this dinner event, it comes with the job and it's an important part of it. If all you're doing is celebrating a few good test results, you two can go out and have fun by yourselves. Leave me out of it.
Huh? So what? You're saying your promise to Cynthia means nothing? Your child? You're really choosing to prioritize that dinner event when you have to attend those so regularly anyway? Besides, your promise to Cynthia came first. You didn't have any dinner events planned for today when you made that promise to her, so we should be taking priority.
Oh, quit your nagging. Like I said, the dinner event is a valuable part of the job, so it's out of my hands. You do realize that it's precisely because I'm working that our precious little daughter gets her school expenses paid, right? So put yourself in my shoes and realize how hard I have to work to put food on the table. If you want to keep me providing for the family, there are things that I have to do whether I want to or not. Do you get that?
Oh, cut the crap. Like hell you're working. I know the truth. All you're doing is going out drinking with another young woman, just the two of you. So don't go making up half-baked excuses, you low-life man.
Huh?
That's right. You thought you were being slick, were you? I bet you thought I hadn't noticed a thing. But that's just your misunderstanding. I've known for much longer than you think that you've been cheating on me with some other woman. And don't try to hide it either, because I know everything.
Huh? Wait, I don't get this. So you really did know then? Since when? I thought I was hiding it all perfectly.
Let me think. Probably since around a year and a half ago. You were suddenly busy with many more dinner events and drinking parties than normal, so I was getting a little suspicious. I tried not to think too deeply into it because I wanted to trust you. But in the end, I just couldn't shake off my suspicions. And it was a good thing, too, because after just a little bit of poking around, I found out clear as day that you've been cheating on me behind my back. I didn't even have to try that hard to find out. You're pretty lousy at keeping secrets.
What, really? But that's weird then. If that really was the case, then why haven't you said anything up until now? You could have confronted me the moment you found out supposedly a year and a half ago. Knowing your personality, you're totally the type to snap and let me have it without mercy. So then why?
Oh, believe me. If I only had myself to worry about, I would have gladly done so. But I have our daughter to worry about. And when I thought about her, I thought it was for the best that I keep my mouth shut. It was for her sake. Especially because I didn't want to cause anything that'd distract her from studying for her exams. If she realizes that her own father is cheating on her mother, what do you think that'll do to her focus at school? So thinking only of my own child, I tolerated this for this long. But yet I didn't think you were so depraved as to choose your lover over keeping a promise to your own child. You couldn't put your affair on the back burner for even one day. Not even to celebrate Cynthia passing her exams. I'm at my limit here. And she's safely been accepted into her dream school, so I suppose now's as good a time as any. Now that things have gone this far, all I can say is that I'm going to file for a divorce.
Huh?
This whole time up until now, I've been working and taking care of the house and supporting Cynthia. And then there's you. What are you contributing to our family? You work but only contribute the bare minimum toward our living expenses. You don't care about this house or us, and you go out with your affair partner practically every day when you have the free time. So do you understand now? I have no need for such a useless husband in my life anymore.
Oh man, really? No way! I had no idea you'd be the one to bring up divorce and not me. Thanks, that saves me the trouble.
Excuse me? What's up with that attitude? Do you realize what I just said? I, your supposedly beloved wife, just said I'm going to divorce you, and that's all you're going to give me?
My beloved wife? Where? I don't see her anywhere.
Huh?
I haven't loved you in ages. All of that's long fizzled out. Why else do you think I turned to having an affair on you? You thought I still loved you even though I started going after a different woman? Don't make me laugh. Who gives a crap about you? So of course that means I was debating on when I was eventually gonna spring up divorce on you. Man, I am so happy that you brought it up instead because I'm in total agreement. I wouldn't have known what to do if I had been the one to bring it up instead, and you'd come crying and sniveling, begging me to stay.
What did you just say to me?
Hey now, what are you getting angry for? Don't tell me you were all bark and no bite. You're the one who brought up divorce yourself, and now you're trying to get mad at me for being on board?
So you really don't feel anything toward the idea of getting a divorce? You don't care that I said that? And now you're saying that you've been intending to do that yourself for a while now. Does that mean you had full intentions of dumping Cynthia, your own daughter, and me for your lover all along?
It's been 22 years since we got married. And 22 years is more than enough time for you to lose your womanly charms. I haven't found you attractive in forever. When I look at you now, all I see is a wrinkly old hag with droopy, ugly eyes. As a man, it's only natural that I'd throw away a rag when it's been used up.
Excuse me?
Besides, once Cynthia graduates high school, my obligations to pay for her school expenses will completely be over. She's a big girl now, and she's gotten into her dream school. What does she need a father in her life for? And even if she doesn't think so now, her rebellious phase will be coming soon for sure. She'll start hating me and finding me annoying, so I might as well see myself out now. Honestly speaking, this might have been the perfect time to divorce.
It's incredible how far your selfishness goes. Instead of backtracking or anything, you're just doubling down on it. I'm so baffled that I can hardly find the words to speak.
Don't worry, you don't have to talk. Just shut up and bring the divorce papers. I want to get a divorce with you, and I want to marry a pretty young woman instead. This divorce has all of my best interests at heart. There's nothing but plenty of advantages in it for me.
That's true. I'll hurry up and get the divorce papers.
Oh, yeah, by the way, my girlfriend and I will be living in our house after the divorce. Just letting you know now so you and Cynthia will hurry up and gather your belongings so you can leave the house immediately. Anyway, party it up plenty in my place since I won't be joining in your celebration dinner. I'll be spending quality time with my girlfriend instead.
Hey, Mama. Thanks for celebrating my exam results with me yesterday. I had a lot of fun. As thanks, I'll buy you some cake on my way home from school today. Let's have some together when I get home, okay? I know you usually like getting chocolate cake. Is that good with you this time too? Oh, Cynthia, you don't need to thank me for our little celebration yesterday. You worked so hard and got the results you were seeking, so I just wanted to congratulate you. I wasn't seeking anything in return. It's only natural that we should celebrate such a feat, so don't worry about it. But thank you. Even just the thought alone makes me very happy.
If you don't want a return gift, then how about we make it so it was my celebration yesterday, so now we celebrate you today? A celebration to congratulate you for how hard you worked to support me until I could finally pass my exams. If I put it that way, will you accept my cake?
What? You're celebrating me? What need is there for that?
It's true that I worked really hard, but it also takes effort to be the one supporting others, right? You were already so busy with work and taking care of the house, yet you also made sure you had time to support me when I needed it. I had cram school every day, but you'd always see me off and welcome me home. You stayed up late to make sure I always had food on the table waiting for me when I got home. I definitely think it's thanks to your efforts that I managed to get into the school of my dreams.
Oh, Cynthia.
So please, it's just a little bit of cake, but let me celebrate your efforts too. Besides, I'm sure my father is busy with his lover today too, as usual. So let's eat plenty of tasty cake, just the two of us.
Huh? By lover, you mean?
I know you were desperately trying to hide it from me. I'm sorry, but I've actually known about it for a long time now.
What?
Dad's always talking about how he has to be at corporate dinner events and working overtime every single day. But all of that's just a bunch of lies, right? All he's doing is making excuses so he can go off and be with his lover. He lies about even working at all sometimes to fool around with her, right?
Cynthia, I really didn't want you to find out. How long have you known? And where did you hear about it?
In a way, he kind of told on himself. Once, he mistakenly sent a message to me on WhatsApp instead of his girlfriend. He did delete it right away, but I read it before he did.
Excuse me?
I think it was about a year ago that I first found out. I was studying in my room when I got a message from him over WhatsApp. And the message said something like, "Naomi, I love you so much. Good night." I remember it had a ton of hearts on it too, which... gag!
You have to be kidding me. He was so careless that he accidentally sent a message like that to his own daughter?
And it wasn't even a one-time affair. He actually just sent me another one by mistake now.
Again? Really?
Yeah, it was another gross lovey-dovey message to his lover telling her that he's finally going to get a divorce to be with her, and that they'll get to be together forever and ever from now on. Also with lots of hearts. Ew. But I guess that means you two have already decided to get a divorce.
I was planning on telling you eventually, but I didn't want you to find out like this. This was probably the worst way for you to have found out. I'm so sorry that you have to be put through this, Cynthia. Anyhow, it's a bit late, but yes, we've decided we'll be getting a divorce. I can't keep pretending like we're one big happy family anymore. I've reached my limit here. So taking your upcoming high school graduation as an opportunity, we're planning to start living separately.
I see.
Oh, of course, I'll be taking custody over you, so you won't have to live with that man unless you actually want to for some reason. But I really am sorry. You have a couple of no-good, useless parents. We're pathetic.
Oh, what are you saying? Dad's the only pathetic one here, not you. I'm totally on board with you two divorcing. And as long as I get to be with you, I'll be okay.
Cynthia.
So it's been decided. Not only are we celebrating how you put your all into supporting me, but also your divorce. I was only going to get a few slices, but I think a celebration like this deserves a whole cake.
What a good idea. Buy us a big cake, and I'll return you the money when you get home.
And then let's talk about what we're going to do from now on as we eat cake. I don't really understand the full depths of it myself, but divorce is probably not easy to deal with, right? Does that mean we'll have to move out of this house in the meantime? If you need help with packing our stuff, I'll definitely pitch in.
Thank you, Cynthia. That's very thoughtful of you. But don't worry. I've already made plenty of preparations in how I'm planning to deal with this.
What? Really?
Of course. I've had plenty of time to think this over, after all. So just trust your mother and leave everything in my hands. I'll take care of it. So let's only worry about celebrating today. Just the two of us, okay?
Hey, Michelle. I turned in the divorce papers and they went through no problem. That means from today forward, we're no longer husband and wife, but two completely unrelated people.
What?
Man, it is such a nice day out today. It's the perfect weather to be divorcing in. It's like it's celebrating me.
What are you going ahead and turning in those divorce papers for without telling me? I thought it was strange how you weren't showing up even though it's our daughter's graduation ceremony today. I didn't think you were turning in our papers in the meantime. Weren't we supposed to wait until after her ceremony?
What? It was her graduation ceremony today? I completely forgot.
How can you keep forgetting? You're doing it on purpose. I reminded you just last night. I told you that at this point, I don't care if you're staying the night at your lover's every day. But you better not miss out on your daughter's graduation ceremony. Did you really forget?
Whoopsies, it totally slipped my mind.
You're really going to be a lowlife until the very end, huh?
What's it matter? I'm a cheater. There's no reason for me to be attending her ceremony. I'm sure it wouldn't make her happy in the slightest. And I haven't even come home once since we decided to divorce. I think this is perfect for me anyway. While you're busy at that little graduation ceremony, I'll be putting all of your stuff outside in the meanwhile. Because I'll be kicking you out of my house.
Excuse me?
What are you surprised for? Didn't I tell you? This house is going to belong to me and my lover from now on. We're going to be living in it. So after turning in our divorce papers, I brought her home with me. But man, to my surprise, you hadn't even bothered packing up your things yet. You're just a couple of lazy bones, aren't you? I'm sure you did this to purposefully drag your feet so that you could cling to this house until the last second.
If you'd like to put it that way, sure. Because we have no reason to be leaving that house.
So what now? What sort of nonsense are you spewing now? Our divorce has gone through, so that means that this house belongs to my lover and me now. So that means there's no place for either of you here. You're in the way of our happy new life together. For how much longer will a couple of strangers like you keep living in our love nest?
But this house belongs to Mama and me.
Huh?
Hello, Dad. My graduation ceremony just ended.
Oh, it's you, Cynthia. Congratulations on your graduation. I'm sure you've heard from your mother already, but we're no longer going to be together starting from today. You have to say goodbye to me. And unfortunately, you also have to say goodbye to that house. I'll put all of your belongings outside, so you two are going to start living on your own from now on.
You're the one who's going to be leaving this house, not us. So could you not break into our house without permission? We've already put all of your stuff in the garage, so there's no need for you to come inside anymore.
Huh?
You see, Mama is so baffled by your stupidity that she doesn't want to talk to you anymore. That's why I'm explaining everything to you in her place. From now on, this house is only going to belong to Mama and me. In other words, take that lover of yours and find some other place to make into your love nest.
Hey, what on earth are you saying? I don't know what strange nonsense that woman is putting in your head, but that house belongs to me. So, the ones who will be leaving will be your mother and you. There's no reason why I have to. I know you're still young, but even you should understand what a mortgage is, right? And the one paying for that mortgage has been me, not your mother. That's proof that this house belongs to me.
Of course I understand what a loan is and how they work. Thanks to loans, you can own your own house even if you do have to pay that money back eventually. And because Mama's the one who took out the loan in the first place, that means it's her house, right?
Huh?
It's true that you've been paying for the mortgage from your salary, but because you were a complete idiot, you couldn't actually take out that loan in the first place. I heard from Mama that she's the one who took your place and took out that loan for you.
Did you just call me an idiot?
I sure did! A super duper big idiot. When you two were trying to buy a house, you already had a bunch of loans for the car and stuff like that. So that's why you couldn't get a loan for the house. And to make matters worse, she only found out just before you were ready to buy it. So she went through a lot of trouble to try and make things work out. But in the end, it all worked out. Because now this house is under Mama's name. That means Mama and I don't need to leave, right?
Huh?
You really forgot something so important? You really are a big idiot, huh? I'm embarrassed to have a stupid man like you as my dad. Even Mama's sitting beside me sighing and shaking her head. She's wondering why she ever married such a big idiot like you in the first place.
Yeah, now I remember. Back then, I got way ahead of myself and bought a brand new car after taking out a loan. And I took out more loans to buy a bike and a fishing gear for my hobby stuff. And because of that, I couldn't find a place willing to give me a loan for the house.
The truth is, I originally thought that this was your house too. Actually, in general, fathers are traditionally considered the breadwinners of the family. So I thought that it was a given that you bought it. But it seems even a woman can buy these kinds of important things too, huh? Gender doesn't matter. And it's even cooler that she stepped in and bought this house in your place when you couldn't. I want to become a strong woman like her when I grow up too. I can't sit idly forever. I need to study really hard in university so I can make that happen.
Cynthia? I'm sorry that I can't keep listening to you forever, but could you give the phone back to your mother? I have something very important I need to discuss with her.
Nope! Denied! You do remember that it was my graduation ceremony today, right? Now that's over, we're going out to celebrate. She's taking me to an even fancier restaurant this time. I heard the steak's really good, so I'm excited. And apparently, there's a whole cake waiting for me when I get home. So Mama has no time to be wasting talking to an idiot like you. She'll be too busy having fun with me.
What?
Anyway, so basically, that means that this is goodbye, Dad. It seems like you broke into our house without permission, but we're no longer related to each other. So if you don't hurry up and get out of there, we might wind up calling the cops on you for trespassing, you know? It'd be funny to see an idiot like you behind bars.
You'd go that far?
And I'm sure you don't want that, right? Then take that lover of yours and go somewhere else, please. Your belongings are already outside, so take them and leave, please.
Please, Michelle, let me have that house instead. I need it. In exchange, you can have every single cent that I have in my bank account. So please let us have that house instead. I'm begging you.
Say what now?
You see, I had actually already promised my girlfriend that we'd get to live in that house. Without that house, I'm gonna look like a sorry excuse for a man who can't even keep a promise with the woman he loves most. I'll look pathetic. So please, I'm begging you, let me have that house instead. My girlfriend doesn't want to live in an apartment anymore. She wants to live in a proper house, and I need to give her what she wants.
As if I should care about the selfish wishes of a woman who'd willingly participate in an affair. Also, don't worry. You don't look pathetic. You are pathetic. What a shame. When we were first wedded, you supposedly swore your everlasting love to me. Where did that promise go, I wonder? You're a crappy, sorry excuse of a man who doesn't even know how to keep a vow to the woman you were supposed to spend the rest of your life with.
Well?
And just so you know, it's too late. Bowing your head and begging for mercy won't do anything for you now. At this point, it'd be much faster for you to scrape up what money you can and buy a new house altogether if you want to fulfill her desires that badly. You've already finished paying off your loans for your car and your bike and stuff a while ago, right? Surely you can afford your own house now, right?
Well, actually, I have a different loan I need to worry about now.
Huh?
I say it's a loan, but it's more like a revolving credit plan. I used like $1,500 on my girlfriend for our dates in 1 month. And also, I barely have any real money in my pocket, so when I did spend money, I basically always used my revolving credit plan for it.
No way. You have to be kidding me. That's never a good idea. How much would you say you've racked up in debt by now?
Like $100,000, I think.
Oh my god. You were spending that much on your little affair dates?
Not on purpose. I didn't know how much I've spent on myself until super recently. Up until now, I haven't wanted to seem like I was too cheap to get my girl what she wants, you know? So I didn't really want to worry about it. A man who looks like he has tons of cash to spend seems really cool, right? So after tossing my cash around left and right, I guess at some point I'd racked up that much debt. Is it too much of a long shot to hope I'd still be able to find a house to buy anyway?
Yeah, the loan companies aren't gonna like how your credit score's looking. Besides, even if you could technically afford a house, your first priority should be paying off that debt anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But do you understand that I can't just tell my girlfriend that? If she hears that I'm $100,000 in debt, her jaw is gonna drop to the floor, and it won't be in a good way. She'll be too shocked. And if she finds out that because I have that debt I can't buy a house, she'll surely dump me. She loves men who are loose with their money.
Well, great. Sounds like she'll definitely be dumping you then. Since I have absolutely no intentions of forking my house over to you, it's very precious to me. So your only choices are to either hope for a miracle and spill the beans to your girlfriend and hope she magically understands your situation, or somehow clear up that debt as fast as possible so you can afford a house. Those are your only two options.
You know that's impossible for me. Especially since I had to pay for child support in one lump sum. Most of my savings are gone.
Oh well, it seems like you two have to break up then. Sending you my condolences.
Why are you being so cold to me? It's true that we aren't together anymore, but we spent 22 years as a couple, didn't we? We were husband and wife for so long. Don't you want to help me? Show me some kindness, will you?
Excuse me?
Fine. If you're gonna go this far, then I'll give up on the house. I'll brace myself for the worst and tell my girlfriend about everything. And if she dumps me after learning about it all, then I'll be coming home. But if that all happens, you'd better promise me that you'll let me live together with you again.
Excuse me? It would have made more sense to lash out at me than to spew this nonsense. I find it impossible for me to ever imagine living with a man like you ever again.
Why does it have to be impossible? If she dumps me, that means I'm an innocent man again, uninvolved with any affairs. And think about Cynthia. That poor girl might actually be waiting for my return.
Say what now?
Think about it. Don't you think she's sad that she suddenly no longer has a father figure in her life anymore? If she hasn't shown it to you, it might be because she's trying to put up a tough act around you so that you don't worry. But she's still a teenage girl. I'm sure she still needs a father figure like me in her life. I just know it. If it's for the sake of our daughter, then maybe even remarriage might not be out of the question, don't you think?
Nope, not at all. Not in a million trillion years. There'll never be a time that I'll need a crappy excuse for a father like you ever again.
What?
Man, I didn't think you were this stupid. I think even garbage might somehow be smarter than you. After everything you've done and said to Mama and I to try and manipulate us, it's so convenient that you suddenly bring me into the picture as if you ever cared about me this whole time.
Cynthia, sweetie, is that you?
Ew, gross. Don't be using pet names on me out of nowhere, you stupid old grandpa.
Huh?
Man, I finally said it. I mean, until you guys got divorced, I had to consider a miserable excuse of a man like you as my father. I did my best to keep calling you my dad like normal until then, but inside I had to hold back from just puking all over the floor. I didn't want to call a gross cheater of an old man like you my dad. From the bottom of my heart, I wanted to call you a stupid old grandpa for a while now. Sometimes I thought about saying it anyway just to get it out of my system. That's how badly I wanted to chew you out.
What?
I mean, calm down and think about it for like 3 seconds. Look at the facts here objectively. You're a man who not only betrayed your wife, but you prioritized your lover over your own daughter. By all accounts, you should get the Worst Father of the Year award. So as your teenage daughter who can actually think for herself, there's no way I care that much about you. Who would miss you at all? Definitely not me. You're better off out of my life forever.
Hey, Cynthia, what has gotten into you? Not only are you being especially foul-mouthed right now, but you're directing that behavior at your own father. Do you realize that?
My excuse is that my foul-mouthed behavior comes from your influence. It sucks so much. It's all because I have a man who lacks both good sense and morality that I wound up so foul-mouthed. Although, of course, if I get to live alone with Mama, just the two of us, I won't have to worry about that anymore.
Huh?
Are you so stupid that I have to spell it out to you like you're a first grader in order for you to understand? Well, if I have to spend any more time with a piece of human garbage like you, you're going to be nothing but a negative influence on me, your own child. So in order to spare me from being raised in such an unfavorable environment, can you never come anywhere near us in a million trillion years ever again?
No way.
My mama and I are having a lot of fun living together, just the two of us. We're super happy. So worthless fathers like you have no right to be barging in on us. It's girls only here. So try contacting Mama again. I dare you. Because I won't hesitate to let a lot of very scary adults know right away. Because we can't let such a worthless father persistently try to exert his negative influence over his impressionable young daughter now, can we? That's why I should totally report you to the police right away if you try to contact her. Right?
No, don't do that. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It seems like Cynthia's cold and unsympathetic words cut deeply into Zach's heart and wounded him greatly. After our last conversation, he hasn't once attempted to message us thanks to her threat. It seems he took her words very seriously. I was curious as to know how she was able to exert that kind of power over him when I couldn't, so I asked about it, and Cynthia told me that she apparently has a friend who's pretty popular amongst the boys. As a result, she's pretty familiar with men and their tendencies. And according to that friend, if you aren't blunt with your feelings and intentions, men are too thick-headed to take the hint. You have to give it to them straight, or they won't listen when you tell them to leave you alone. As for what became of Zach after that whole debacle, well, just as I predicted, his precious little girlfriend did dump him after he confessed everything in the end. She didn't want a man who can't keep his promise because he's knees-deep in debt. I have many choice words for her, but I don't blame her for that part. As of now, Zach's rented out a cheap and small apartment on his lonesome, and he's been working hard to pay off all the $100,000 worth of debt he's racked up. But at the pace he's going, he can't keep up with the interest, and so although he keeps paying into it, that mountain of debt just never seems to get smaller. There are even times he can't afford to pay rent on time, and he has to get on his hands and knees to apologize to his landlord. He now lives a sad, lonely life subsisting on only bean sprouts. Thanks for watching! If you made it this far, give this video a like and subscribe to see more content just like this. Also, don't forget to leave us your thoughts in the comments section below. What did you think? Be sure to let us know. We're looking forward to your responses. See you next time!